word. Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 3. Something happened, so this is where it's continuing off. So right now where I'm at is here. The what happened was the camera cut off, so I thought I had time. So yeah, I just had to quickly redid what I just did at the beginning. Ending very quick, because well, I could have just explained it away what you had to do, but I said, you know what, I'm just gonna redo it very quick. So you go over here, do this. It will lead you straight to the student. Okay, that's all you need to do. But I found this pretty cool and interesting. I actually could have did this trick during when I did its story in the last part, but I actually choose not to. I forgot to mention about this trick. It's a little cool trick. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. So, I need to stand up like this. Actually, I think I know I did. So you need to stand up like that and not let that happen. It's a cool little trick. Just make it so that you actually can avoid stuff. Hit that, hold on. So yeah, time difference, like that. I guess I got a little breather room, you could say. Like, what all I was saying was, come on, fall over. There we go. I was had it like, you know, you saw it. So yeah, I had it so that way it was like in a way where I could just flip it over. There we go, we got it to the spawn. I didn't mean to do it that way, but so I was supposed to use like this pillar right here or something, like it was so that way I didn't even have to use this thing, but I guess I have to use it. Like it would, like this is like some things I don't like about games. Like I was trying my best to be a little quick on this. Like okay, so I could just go ahead, get this thing done. It was so weird, like. So I was playing, the thing was, like, my camera probably kicked out or whatever, but I wasn't expecting it to happen. So yeah, that was the thing. I wasn't expecting it to happen. So it's so weird, so you can just go like this, then that, then this. Just to get to the handle that you need to pull. Like, without you needing to use the screen. Like, you would have used only that one, and then you would have jumped. You understand the idea. Because after this level, we have 2 more. Of course, what I mentioned in the previous part, the Basilisk once again. Yep, idiot. I forgot I could have done this one on story. I knew I was gonna forget one. So, what I mentioned before, I'm actually just trying to speed up what we have to do. So we can get free play done in a certain time I want it. So yeah, that was Tom Riddle's diary. You hate when you do that? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that one I had in the metal crate. You could have broke during the story because you had Tom Riddle. And you already had Reducto, so you could have done that one. So yeah. Like, it was so weird that it's like, so I only have 9 more areas where my perks are, so that's kind of good to know. So we're doing Fall of the Spires. I assume we are going to be done with Fall, and that we done with all the free play by. It's available 27, but I'm hoping we'll be done by like 1:30. I have all the free play. Because it's going to just take me an hour to just do the open world or something, I don't know. It also could be quicker, one of those two. So that was our character. So we're gonna, of course, have like the Basilisk. There's gonna be nothing we have to collect in except for 2 characters because obviously I had to go get myself the character I'm playing as. Or what I mentioned, you could have done this level. There was even a darkening at the end of this level, but I only mentioned you could done this level was because so where the ending point is of this level, so this is where the, you know, where it's like not the very end, like the very. See, that was one. I still have one more worry thing I have. It's during just the third level of the next story. It's just, you know, the run. Someone to run, you do need Reducto, and you need to save the student, get a character, and also get the house cross on that run. Then you have everything. So yeah, this is the point where you would be at. Okay, you need to come here. If you actually break this crate open, this is another dark colored character. This is it. This was Fall of the Spires. So now we're coming back for a final time for the Basilisk. Good news is once we do. However, when I do free play, like I'm gonna explain it now in year 5 to 7. When I do free play, the first level I'm actually gonna finish free play for is actually the first level of the second part of Deathly Hallows. First level. Now for the characters in this level. So when I mentioned before, we have to get past the bathroom part, like. Mention like that is crazy. So all we gotta do is get past this point once again. I feel like this is why I didn't actually care for that much, because it's like now we're at the full point where we can just rush every level that we have to do, because yeah, what I mentioned, I believe the longest levels were actually just somewhat partially in the next story. So of course we saved the student again, like last part hurt, because you know you had to do a level, no big deal. Because Hermione 2 over there has the key. Just get the key. Yeah, however, I'm not actually buying any more characters at this point because I don't actually need to buy any more characters. Because I had bought every single character on the list that I need to. It's so funny. This is actually the same list of characters you want to get on story that you only need to complete it. Hopefully I don't trigger the plunger thing. That was it. That's you seriously had to just go back for. So from the So it's weird. It's like I had the part going, like the second part going, like okay, so I'm doing this. Then I guess something happened. Like that was like what basically happened in like Indiana Jones 2 when I did it a couple days ago. It just went bonkers like that. I just have to use the bathroom very quick, but I will first get through the first part, then I will do that. Actually, at least this first level, then I will do that. Like, okay, so we'll just get through this quickly. So this is like what I don't like. Like, okay, so we have to at least get through this part. But you know what's so weird? After you get through the first part of the level, so yeah, seriously, the only reason I didn't care for this level as much because the only reason is because of this point, like. Because level 2 wasn't as long, but I still have to do basically the whole level 2, so I basically have to just do what I have to do. Yeah, you know, it's so weird that level 2, level 3, someone level 4, 5. There's how you get student save as well. So, yeah, this was it. I found this funny that the news of Axeman and level 6 are the only, like, shortest ones because we still have, like, the 4 other long ones to do free play. It's so weird, but this point is, like, the shortest for free play. Like, we're, like, almost after, like, I say Dragons is the last long level to do on free play. So, like, we still have time like that. Before I do Hogsmeade, I'm actually going to be right back using the restroom. So I'm just going to plug it in. On my way. On my way. So, to begin this off, the first part of the level, like... It was just a test. Maybe I should have had it the other way, like this. Probably would have worked that way instead. Also with fast magic, it's also in mouse games, like, it makes it quicker for me to just get done. Our next one comes from this thing. Just break the chain off it, and then I don't need the laughter. That, and see that red one is outside. I forget what, like, we could talk about later in the movie, like, part 2, yeah, one of Draco's friends died, like, it was Krabby or, you know who. Like, this happens in Deathly Hallows part 2, what I'm talking about. So, other than that, then, to get the last badge, we have to get past this point with Draco. That was exceptional. Well, don't. Yeah, for a reason they do, like, you know, of course they come back, obvious. Yeah, sorry for that mail thing passing by. At least I did this level with score too. I guess it was supposed to be hard on the snowball fight. And it doesn't make sense why it's like a tanky glue. So our next thing on our list is the character. So we're gonna hurry up and get the character. And the last one, so I mentioned this before. So now we can do the character. You need to hit this person. I'm not going around for the studs. We're gonna actually drop the from there. I'm actually gonna hurry up and do the person. Instead of him teleporting or dropping the thing, you actually had to break the metal off that thing just to do this. Okay. Then this happens. Do not enter the building because it will end the level. You want to do instead is because now you notice that, okay, so the strength thing is available. And it clearly doesn't make sense why the snow is actually back on it, but okay, that was the level. Very short. So, saying, actually level 3 might not be long, or 4. Yeah, I don't know. My personal opinion, level 2 was not long for free play, but at the same time it was, because if you didn't know about like some cheap tricks you could do, it would have been like long. Alright. We do have to make the invisible potion in this one. This is the only time we have to do it. Actually, I already did the knight. It actually is a glitch right now. Because the knight was actually that one I did. If I remember correctly. If I forgot to do the night one, I feel retarded. I feel like, no, I know what the night one is. I think the night one wasn't this. But no, actually I might have already did the night one. If I forgot to finish it, I feel kind of retarded about that. Yeah, no, I did actually finish it. Yeah. So, actually remember now. Actually, no, I do remember. The red one is actually later in the level. Not at the beginning. So that's that. So everyone is inside. Because I knew what it was. Okay. So we actually have to make the invisible potion again. So we're actually going to have to do it because to get inside, to get the last minikit, we both cannot. There's that. course, if you don't remember from last time, Jerry was right there. Well, that was in the last part, but, you know. See if you try to. See, it won't allow you. It was something I want to point out. No matter what case, this is actually the ad blocker they put in. Basically, I'll refer it as. So players can't, like, cheat the thing. I find that kind of weird that I think it should be something that players could cheat. Comparing to, like, making them do an extra step. Like, for a record, if I had grab ability of each item, it wouldn't work because the item is actually not real. You kind of figure that out if you notice, but then once the web breaks, yeah, it's real. Like, I kind of hate when they do small things like that. Another thing I think they should have did was make it so we don't both have to, like, drink potion. Like, we could flip to our character to drink it. And then finally we made it to the final minikit in the last game. That was it. Not too big, not too long. Because, yeah, I know the last location I have to complete is going to be Dumbledore's office, but that shouldn't be too long. See, I kind of didn't actually worry about collectibles in this area because I knew it was going to be like, okay, this section, like, quickly. So yeah, those are the only two things out here, and then, well, what makes it crazy though is we have to actually just get past this area. Like, again, I actually complain about this thing, like, why do we even have to do this, like stuff, like, but then we have, of course. Yeah, we're going to probably be done. I fought 130, but a little closer. So, how I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to start with the area that I can't go back. Because I know where we have to go next. We have to go where the first tax is. So we'll actually complete every other area except for going up the staircase to Dumbledore's room because there's gonna be no point because we have to just come back for that one day room and that's it. So I'm gonna double check each room while I'm at it. Ravenclaw, you understand. So when you get into this next room, we do have to deal with Peter again, but you're at it. There's Peter Pettigrew. Of course, a character he plays. But he's also another Dark Wizard, so. Yep. I kind of figured they were going to do the piano last. The most strongly item I always have. But hey, that's good for me. Oh, we love the fireplace. I forgot about that. So bring us up to this point. We had to get to the next area anyways. Because for one thing, here we go. This character, and two. I'll actually finish up the thing I have to do over here first. And then finish getting the last thing of the level to end it. This is Slytherin. So you get the Slytherin Horcrux cracks. And finally, so we only have 4 more levels of free play so far before it's more. But it's not going to be as bad because I think the last longest one I had to do was light tax. That was it. The 5th level, but who knows? It's going to probably just take us just 1 hour to do quirks, whatever, or less. It's just just trying to make this a little quicker because Dragons is the last longest one, I would say. Bird is just like walking apart, that's it. Yeah, like that. I messed up. Go over here. Level 4. There's only 4 more levels with students after, so that will show us how much students we have left. Because I think there's 1 Icon Alley, so. next to the character, this would have been save time. Not to do this. The last thing I'm gonna probably do is Hagrid's house because I can't do stuff at the Black Lake just yet until we get to that point. But I'm not also going to get one of the gold bricks that are actually at the bathroom location. That's. I'll do the bathroom location once we get there. So I'll do the mess hall and stuff when we get there. So I'm just doing the rooms. Like we're gonna just do the main room, the library, and you know what type of area. Actually, I might. Yeah, because I'm gonna wait on the bathroom because while I'm at the bathroom area, I could just finish it. Because I just need like Dark Lord, no grip hook or nothing. So okay, only we're doing is filling this thing with water. You know what's so weird? They want you to wait until this cutscene plays, even though you kind of already know that. This will also lead us to another Dark Lord. Here's Professor Lupin. Because we're actually done in this particular part right here. This is like somewhere else. Okay, so all we're doing is doing what we did again to begin this. Particular part. But I mentioned in this part, like, to end the level, we would have to kill the Dementors. Do not kill the Dementors. You know what's so funny, though? You don't even have to, like, counter the Dementors. You could just go around. Because they only stay in this one area right here. So you could just ignore the Dementors. So here we go. That's not what I meant. Shown by the way, that I meant that. This is actually the Dark Lord this level, like in this level. So yeah, we're on the last one of the Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't actually say yeah, there's gonna be like lots of gold bricks still, like of course I mentioned there's 37, because I still have a lot of them at the shop, and 10. You don't understand. So really there's not that much in Hogwarts, like there's no student inside Dumbledore's office, there's only one gold brick up there now. So that kind of, because it really sucks though that you cannot access Dumbledore's office without completing the whole entire main story, just the main story. No, there's no other special requirements, but yeah, let's just get this over with. first of all, once you get down here, you're going to need Ghost of James Potter. To save the student, you must defeat the Dementor. Question is, why was he even out here? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, well, the issue I had with probably this story was that it just after the Dementors, like, this is the only time the Dementors appear, and then like maybe sometimes with free play I have the issue of this is why I like old free play levels, like you didn't actually have to progress the main story a lot, you could just go for it like boom, done. But it's cool. Okay, so right over there. Let's do that very quick. Actually, I already hit here, so that's good. There's that, and the last thing is getting in this room. Okay, from the previous part, if you didn't watch the part, there's a main kit right there, or I was going to say, and that's it. I don't actually say that levels are actually going to be long at this point. It's just going to be an area. I might say we might only have 2 hours or 3 hours, meaning 2 hours or 3 hours left of the game. I'm just gonna say that now because, yeah, there's not, it's already like, one for me and that. Like, there is not as much cares, because after this, I can determine with you, like, all the characters, how much cares are left on story and free play. Free play, because you're supposed to get a bunch of like the characters from the story in this story, like character tokens. Okay, so I mentioned before, yeah. So we're not going to be here as long. Let's go get him. Up here. Here's Death Eater, another Dark Lord character. Frying pan in the back. This time. If I can flip to the cape very quick, but so wait, this whole time we were smashed under the can? Okay, first part of the level done. That's a nice name. Elite. They actually fixed it, so if you need to do a certain spell at a certain point, you actually don't have to worry about flipping to it. Like, if you need to use magic, you just hold A instead. There's the character we can do. Then again, you have to dig up this photo. But if you remember to buy yourself a Ravenclaw, then you can get it on this level. I like how this is the last level restricted thing they do. And this is, surprisingly in our Dark Lord, you can also get him. I say actually it might have been quicker to get him, because then you could have just did the Ravenclaw thing. So you didn't even have to go to the end, you just had to go back to the beginning. So yeah, I think this one would be a suggestion instead. I think if you would, I need to double check that one. I'll probably do it my own time, very quick. Okay, so we're on the final level so far that we have. For more dragons. So actually I can determine now. There's going to be 12 characters and 4 students. So once I rescue the student, I just need to make sure I minus the total of what I have to complete to 12. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and do what I said. There's not much I have to do in the greenhouse. There's like 2 areas in the greenhouse. Finish up the field. The clock tower, or that room. The room outside the clock tower plus Dark Lord thing or whatever. So we're gonna actually start where we are. I think I'm just gonna hurry up and go to the one room on the side and hurry up with that so I can flip to our main characters. Like, yeah, it's just like. Yeah, she showed herself last part. But, she was being silly. That's all I can say. So yeah, the last part, Dan did a mini kit after he falls asleep, hit yellow 4 times, and then as a fun fact, he's actually speaking the words if I don't have the volume up. I accidentally went a little too fast. What I was supposed to do was, what I was trying to do here was surprisingly go like, no, fine, I'll tap it single. So what I did in the level was actually skeeted across, stopping at red. So yeah, interesting facts. So I like how it's here that I forgot. So one of the most annoying points I have is doing this. I hate that how many times you have to fill up your bucket to be able to do this. Yeah, I actually have enough. No, see? They should have been, like, more lenient on this. So yeah, someone apparently put some holes in this bucket, so it's pretty much useless. Actually, because I think it's raised up like that, this would have actually been a good point. Like, if you need a backtrap because you've got something, or like that, like on the lanterns, good point right now. See, I mean, I'm just messing around. So yeah. So Slytherin, the last one is over here. I'm not actually going to worry about grabbing purples because my stud total is probably high right now. What's probably going to take me a minute is doing the thing. At the same time, you know, I could probably just hurry up and do what's down the road very quick, but I'm going to actually wait on that as one of the last things. Because I'm also going to show off builder mode like that, like only the building tutorials, like, because when I usually play this game, I also make that requirement when it doesn't need to, but I like making it a requirement. So yeah. Probably the only thing I really say was disappointing about this, that the only reason you had to go over here to the safe, you don't actually have to help the handler, it was just because the students in this thing. You know what's so funny? That, like, some of the levels I didn't even need grip hook, then most of them I did, so let me use the bathroom again, and then I'll be continuing in a sec. So yeah, from that, we only have 10 more students to save, and from the total of characters, we only have, so we have 108, so we only have 40 more characters, 47 more characters to grab around, but there's some 3 in Diagon Alley. I thought we weren't going to be here, but okay. So there's 100, like, only 44. And we'll just get them in every area very quick. So. And see, this is why I like the tracker, like, I know I got the underground area done. Oh, I never finished the torches. Yeah, you're right. You're right, me. I forgot to finish that in the last part. The last torch was right here. I could have finished it earlier. I totally forgot about this. Being the truth, I did. So, yeah, don't be like me. Don't forget about the torch. So I'm out here to get that area done. Then we're gonna actually start with the greenhouse, to where I never got to finish the time turn at. So to finish up the mini area up here, as a fun fact, breaking that door open will just give you money. That's it. But I already have enough for everything in this game, so I don't actually need the money. So we're gonna actually do the areas that, the last two areas that will permanently make me a certain character. Because yeah, after all, we might actually not have much to do. We only have like a story thing to do in the past. That's in Hagrid's area. There was something in the bathroom in the mess hall. But I think what I'm going to do is actually ignore doing those and getting the first tax done first. Then I'm going to finish the mess hall at the same time as I finish the bathroom area. So I'm just going to put that on the list. Like, stuff that I'll have to do. So we have to at least time turn in the clock tower, but I think you did need a Dark Lord for that time turn. So I'll actually have this original setup set back up in a minute. But yeah, there's like everywhere. So the character, actually, while I'm here, I'll hurry up and get the gold brick unlocked. Here. So we just have to go into the clock tower after. But I'm first going to start with the field, the Quidditch field. Because it's so weird that the Quidditch field and the greenhouse are the only ones that make you a permanent character. That's it. Surprisingly, to do this brick, doesn't matter, Harry. But it just has to be a perfect person with a broom. So yeah, we'll do the inside the clock tower last. I actually do not need the polyjuice potion there. Because there's already one in the outside pay area, if I remember correctly. So they actually flip us to these characters. To start off, we're going to actually start by doing the digging puzzle. Because the greenhouse is the last area, they only leave you as the free main characters. I forgot to just grab Ask the Cat, but that's alright. Quidditch, have it. And yeah, Ron was part of the Quidditch. No. So, first of all, the Hill School spawn, this is for the gold brick. No. For the character, as well. Yep, both at once. This is it for this. So you see what they do? There was actually a problem where I would have had grabbed them both. We'll just wait until that saves through and then we'll grab the character. I like how there's the, well, what was called the first tax, but it's of course the dragon tax, obvious. This is if you want to do it, it's not important. It's just for studs. Well, at this point, the issue I had was like, what was the point of studs at this point? So now we're in here. This is the last area. You're set these three characters. So we're good. So we'll start with the right area, but first, get this unlocked. Get her. You can also finish the main story if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and complete this area. Kind of, like, we do not have to break the glass before I get the strength thing done. We do actually have to do that. Okay, so we'll get the... In the next room, we do actually have to break every glass. Surprisingly enough, I am overthinking it. We might not actually be long in levels. So I'm going to always return to the Leaky Cauldron. But first all, the problem is we can't actually finish this first. Because the only reason we can't finish that first is we need all the parts too, but I forgot to do this first. I'm trying to remember where the foreign thing is, but it's not far. Yep, there it is. There's two reasons why we need to unlock that room. I think, for Slytherin, I only know that we only just need to have Fang. And, imagine being trapped in there for like 24 hours. Who have no eardrum stuff. You could also be the, you know, gone. Like, so yeah, I knew I forgot to do the torch one, like, for sure, if I know I'm down to, I think there is 2 in Dumbledore's office, 2 versions of Dumbledore, plus a separate character, so the 3, there is 4, 5 in the side room, like, there's a side room on your way up there, and then there's, like, 1 more, so 6, and the Diagon Alley has 3. So we are done in this room. Let's sneak by. It's 1:30. Nice. Nice indeed. So there's this character. For the last character in this room, you need to get your butt up here and carry this guy around and break all the glass in this room. It really does suck though that these things don't return. It's because of the screen part, but I did actually like the feature this because it really did make it like fair enough that we have to walk slow carrying something. Carrying 2, okay. I forgot to break that. Like, you at least break everything once. So this is our character. That's it back here. There's only one student back here. Okay, so we have finished the area with the amount of times we have to flip. We'll actually ignore doing the clock tower time turn just for a minute. Because, we're going to actually go back and do the one back here first. So yeah, you of course could make the potion that I meant, if I remember correctly, yeah, they flip. I only need right now is, Tom Riddle. See? I find this retarded that they ended up doing this. Okay, so we just need Tom Riddle for a couple. So actually the last area we have to do is the rooms, technically. So we'll do the rooms, actually we'll do the rooms when I head up there to, do, one thing very quick. You know, maybe I got it. We'll do the rooms when I go up there to do. Because the last area we're flipping our character is going to be in his backyard. So we'll do the lake tax level very quick. Oh, I forgot it. It was supposed to not be built. I guess it glitched out. So you were supposed to have it built right now, like this. So that's why I had to go back. Because in part 1, I ended up going here not realizing that I had metal to break. So this area is done. We have the clock tower. So I'm gonna bring up that, yeah, we'll do the rooms part, the room part, when I actually finish level 5. So we already have it sectioned out. What we'll complete. So we'll finish the room after level 5 has been completed and I do free play for it. And then, of course, that little side room on our way up there. Because on our way to the bathroom, yeah, on our, you know what, I'm gonna hurry up and do the library right now because the library is not big, like how much you have to do in the library, because then I'm going to go to the Quidditch match, so I'm gonna flip Hermione to you-know-who. Because I'm going to go do the mess hall when I just go ahead and do the bathroom when we have to do level 4. It's just it's so weird that we actually limited down to like 3 areas. That's, I'm not really worried about anything else. Oh yeah, right. I forgot about, finishing this one. You have to just hurry up, get the band in the middle to get that, but, oh yeah, right, no, we couldn't do it. So this is what you had to do. For our next character. It would cost skeletons to be out. This, of course, in the next room over. So this is just for Ravenclaw Girl. We are moving on to, so because she's, you know, so I don't have to make the potion. So this area is pretty unique. I do need Tonro up there. However, you cannot actually get... Oh no, look, I can't get it. Well, here's what you have to do. You also have to have those hats. You have to... Yeah, shut them up. And then there should be... I need to feel all the ways that Bucks. Ridiculous, you know what I'm talking about. So that's for the carrier in this room. Also, there's work break in this room, but before we can get one of the gold brick. There's only one gold brick in this room. It glitches out that there's another gold brick in this room, but there isn't. So yeah, this room is not very big. I'm gonna go out there. Let's get something else. That's why you need the thing. There's only one more thing in this room after. I find this one the most useless one because you're gonna hit every room. Anyways, there's only 7 more rooms that has it. I'm gonna actually hurry up and do this because the glitch gold brick thing they show is right there in the middle. There's actually no other gold brick in here other than the student. And the hat. So this is why I completely ignored this area after. Actually, the hat is a gold brick. The gold brick, so. You know, it's so weird. I didn't actually realize that. And, at least we have her. Oh, I forgot to go in the clock room. I have to go backwards anyways. I forgot to go in the clock room. And you know, I told myself to go in that clock room. And I forgot to. Well, that's alright. There's the last hat. So let's go get out of this room and get to the hat room. So yeah, within total there is not very much gold bricks around here, but we'll just wait until we are done. So let's go back in time. Well, she already has a time turner, so okay. So we will head that way anyways. So we'll head to the hall soon because we'll head to the It's pretty crazy that they actually had some parts of the world explorable in the next game from this, but okay. So after I finish this, there's actually no more levels that take place or will lead us to here. So we are actually done, including the classrooms. So we do not actually have to head up there yet. Just come to this thing. She has a time turner, don't worry. Because the next thing we'll do on the list is Quidditch Field, then the Quidditch Field we have to do the time turner and stuff, so not too much to do in this room. We have a student right there in the corner. We don't actually have to spend too long in this room. First, this is the character. However, we do need our second player up in this room. So, right. First, let me do the gold brick and then double check this room for the student. Because I think the student's not actually in here. Actually, I'm going to stay as her. Because the only last time we have the time turn is in. I know what people press it for. No, there is not a student's room. I'm just hearing things. So, we got the last area, the Quidditch Field. The Quidditch Field actually will be time turned to the point of winter. So where the Quidditch games can't go on because one's too cold. Yeah, so when it hits Harry Potter Year 5 to 7, they actually remove this being a section. You still travel here, but you actually just travel it for the first part of that section. Also, while we're here, we'll also finish the front more rockets, the rest of the rockets. Before we go back to Hagrid's Backyard and do the first tax, that's the next level. Going to Hagrid's Backyard and doing the, you know what, after the Quidditch match one. Sure, let me head to that one first, then I'll. Yeah. So Hagrid's Backyard is next after the Quidditch match area. Like, I still might have more to do. That's what I'm really worried about. Like, that's why I'm worried about the cameo bit. So, we're gonna... Because the Black Lake is... There's some stuff there, and then... I think I was supposed to, like, flip a spell and then do it. Okay, so... we have the red brick in this area. You only have to do it, like... and then to get the red brick in this area and the character. there's nothing to do with the flags. We don't have to say this innocent, or you can say student, whatever way. Here, I actually need to see how much students we have because we have a total of 4 more levels, and I only actually like 8 more. So I assume they're in the rooms. One is in Dumbledore's office, if I remember. In my head. Yeah. Actually. Yep, there's the student. I knew there was one here. Not in the past of, however, the clock, because there was no way there was like, so he wasn't in a clock or anything. So that only leaves a 3. There's one in the bathroom, I do remember that. So I assume there is none Randy Cloth that. Yeah, no, there was still like probably one on the staircase, one in Dumbledore's. Yeah. And then we have one in the past. That, and then one at the Blacklight. Yeah, we're good. This is the what time is it? Yeah, 1:48 for me. This is actually the last after, but this is gonna be almost done. Like I said 1:48, didn't I? Yeah, 1:48. Okay, so this is gonna be like the last major stuff, like the next 2 hours, major stuff. And then after I'm done, I'm done. Milwaukee, yeah, I always like their stuff, but I knew they were gonna like put me back here. So we're gonna do the Hagrid's house, and then we are going to do officially the first tax. I think well, it's the dragon tax. Well, that's the first level, called first tax. Then whatever the next, and then yeah. So I guess we're gonna see this cutscene again from last part. I was hoping it was skippable this time, but I don't care. We already did the puzzle here, so we're gonna actually time warp back. So it's gonna be a different part. I at least did the puzzle for it. So before we time warp, our last thing happened here. So it's like earlier or much later, I read this. So yeah, we have the character directs you again in this part. First off, we're gonna actually get the wood. You have to complete what the request thing was. Here's a citizen. Or one of those two, you can say it anyway. So our gold brick in this area is also that, so our character is just right here. So all we are doing is fire. Well, we can't confirm if this thing did really happen, but as much as this is actually it. So we are continuing the main story. Because how I'm sectioning off the areas. The rooms are going to be probably the quickest we ever have to do in school, so I'm hoping to be done. If not, I would be like, okay, whatever they do. Okay, so now I want to explain the movie. She wasn't there. She was in the audience with them. So, yeah. Very quick explanation. I got stuck. Like, I remember we can get this done. Okay, no. You can't. Can you be dark? You know. This is actually the only part you have to go to. I'm going to actually show you how long this part is. And our scale down. So yeah, this level's not very long. So you... Thing I missed. By the way, how did I miss the jump? At this point, start jumping. All saving time. So this is actually where the last point you had to be at the level. It's actually pretty cool, but thing is you don't actually have to do this again. It's so weird, but they actually... This is actually a given. Pay attention to the wall side and look at the knife. I was actually saying at this point that the levels are not as long as they are supposed to be. So I want to actually have my spell flip to on Reducto. But you actually will have time duration to get the collectibles at this point. Like for example, on our right is the character. And then left is... That's why I also got the detector. I guess it's one more hallway over. Yeah, one more hallway over. On this hallway piece, before you enter, it's gonna be that. But then, you see this lock. That's it. Once you do those, just run. Right here, grab the studs if you want. If you didn't get your score, do it. And then this is the end of the level. This is how long this level was. I think I might actually do, once I get that into the story, actually, because there's probably one goal. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna, yeah, you know what, I should be good with math. So we're gonna go hurry up to this level on free play now. Because we're gonna head to our next level after we do some of the open world again. So, of course, this is first tax version. Man, it's crazy. It's already like, it's going to be 2 now, but we're almost done. Feel bad for everything, but it's so weird that they made the Dragon Tax version the carrot from here. Yep, that's it. How quick was that? That wasn't even a free play level. So, level 5 is probably the last longest. Only been like a minute. That was it. That's how long the free play was for that. So we're gonna actually trigger the cutscene because we're gonna get the mess all done in that, and then it's gonna lead us to the lake. Unless we're in the room area already, then I'm doing rooms. Because, yeah, we're actually here, so we'll actually do the rooms while we're at it. Good news is this is the last time I have to do one of these things. I only had to go back for him. I've got to hit this chest, that's funny. Layer game, that's gonna go quick. In here, is the student once again, this time not sleeping. So yeah, those were it. That was it for this room. I'm going to double check Ravenclaw. And bullet. You hate when you're playing the game and then yeah this happens. Yeah, I might have to do that part. Like, I'm gonna be format. Could be. Yeah, it's gonna be a long way. So, yeah, we already have the total. So don't tell me we have to rewatch that cutscene. Actually, because I already did stuff, so it's saved. Oh, come on. Oh, we get to skip it. Nice. That's good. That's good to know. Oh, we got to skip that one. But the question is, did the things in the past save? I have to check something. Because, of course, the thing closed. Okay, so it did. I don't have to do that or the... Where's it? I was just checking if it's saved. So, we're gonna check Ravenclaw's room, then we're gonna do Hufflepuff's. That's part of... Yeah, it's down there. So we're gonna check Ravenclaw's, then Hufflepuff's. Mainly I'm checking Ravenclaw's because I feel like I missed something in it. I do not need Hermione. Yeah, I did miss something in Ravenclaw's. Like, this is probably one of the rooms I remember everything, almost. But I forgot. Right? Let me double check one more area. Surprisingly, I never missed anything. So, with the part 2, the previous part, if I... Let's check that relevant if I've used it in yet. So I'm gonna... I need Tom Riddle and Fane. So... Whatever. I need it. You know what? And then... Actually, you notice we don't even need a single book person. It's like, it's always that endgame stuff that you try to remember. And like, okay, it was this, this, this. So, our first thing before we get into the Hufflepuff room is I think it's our, not our citizen, but first before we get in there, the one of free flowers, and then I guess planet the thing, so it's, you're not annoyed with it. Oh, it was a student. So there's a second student in this next room. Oh, no, my neighbor. So there's 5 more students. No, that's not the student. Surprisingly enough, you actually do not go to their sleeping quarters. Right away, actually, you do. But you need to first get the name. Just get them out. There we go, that's our student. In this room? So that's 4 more students. I know there's one in the slithering room we gotta go yet. The thing I need to get access to is under the stairs. It's so weird that they actually have this thing under there. So yeah, from this area, like, I might need a dart. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to be safe with stuff. Okay. There we go. There's this character. And we should have a red brick in here. To do the red brick in here, you summon this thing in, you only need to destroy, I think it's all the flowers that are red, but I think I remember, you actually did have to destroy all of them. Yeah, destroy all of them. That's it. So we are done in here. There's no gold brick. And anything. So this would be the Christmas red brick. So I'll just do what Lego Marvel Superheroes did. Gave Christmas hats to your characters. That's it. And it was on earlier. Like, Christmas was technically on earlier because before that one level began, your characters were wearing, of course, the hats. I only needed to have Fang at this point was because of the door, but it's not the reason. Because we need that. Hole. Just for the character in this area to begin it. It's pretty ingenious what they do, but you would not actually have someone for this room or Ravenclaw, so you have to buy. Those are the only two you have to buy. However, when it comes to later, they actually already supply you with a character for Ravenclaw and stuff. By the way, from the previous level, you notice the same thing is back. You need to hit it again. He's going to come back. It's going to do that. And so we do have to head down to the bedroom area. Where this is Slimer Boy. Before we head down to the bedroom area. It's just to be a douchebag, not the person. Okay. I remember now. I do remember now. I think it was to get him up. Citizen. Kingston. Right or something. I think no, but there's our character. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I might need to, but we'll see. Yep, there's her. Okay, so what I need to do for to get that one done very quick, but first, this should be score 4. If not, I'm wrong with score multiplier. Yep. I kind of remember this one. Like, in my last part I did explain that. Only certain ones I remember. This is an Urkel brick. So right now, because I can -4 from the big total of 16, so that's 12. Yeah, I still don't have much to get, so we're good. The good news is, once you rescue a student from an area, you know what area it is. So we might actually get our character flipped, so I just need to have only at this point grip hook. I think I do remember it actually, now thinking about it. Yeah, we're almost done with characters. I don't know if we get our character flipped, so... Because the Black Lake is our next level after this next level. So... I just need to do a quick thing with Harry. That's it. Let you go. Yeah. Okay, so I just need Baltimore or Tom. You know what? Still Baltimore. Actually, at least they're not doing like OSHA and Lego games. Like, man, this is gonna be ridiculous. The last character you got to buy in the game is Lord Baltimore. He's a lot of money. So, I'm actually gonna get score 4 after I do next level. Because we're gonna return to the Hall Games, so before you do the level, score 4. Of course, being off the case. Then we're going to go to the hall very quick just to get the red brick. Also score 8 because I am also going to get yeah, you know what? Yeah, we shouldn't. No problem. There's carrot right here. Sorry for that. That is a chorus or a story
system organizer or whatever file downloader. I forgot the red. Oh wait, you had to break the metal, not have red. That is, I'm thinking of the Year 5 to 7. That's where I'm getting that thing come from in my head. I actually found it no point for character stats because it's kind of useless because you don't get it from Death Eaters. And you only get it from certain ones, so character stats was kind of useless in this game. So before I get the gold brick up there, that will be lean next level. Over there. We're gonna go to this bay room. This is where the X stuff are. Student and the red brick. And character. You get it the red brick here. I was unsure if you needed Tom, but the good news is there is only one more area left after stuff before it's done yet. So hopefully everything is there at time, because I can't go to Diagon Alley without having all the gold bricks mainly. I kind of want to do a student was our drip in the BF room. So before we head out of this room, good to note that there's only 2 more students, and that's good because there's one just in the main hallway area. I need to double check this for a minute. Stuff like that. Yeah, no, there is not. So, okay, we're done in here. Yeah, step 6 was, not X office. So I did the clock tower already. I'm not forgetting an area. Black Lake. I think it's the Black Lake, that's it. I didn't think yeah, the Black Lake has one in his office, so yeah, we're good. So we only have 12 more gold bricks and levels, so that makes it 68, 2 students in the open world, so that'd be 70, and then you got the 70, 19. So there's only 19 more? I mean, 9 more? Plus more, so... Yeah, this is kind of a long cutscene, yeah. Hopefully I get done. Because I know I'm going to up. So you could play as her finally in this level, but nothing much, really. The only thing I hate that is you have to continue this part purposely. Just to get this one out, and then you do have to get to the basement, so it doesn't matter. You do have to do the strength pad no matter what case. However, obvious is obvious. This is obvious, the story one. Because it's going to lead us to the Black Lake, where there's not much we have to do at the Black Lake, I mentioned before. And, it would be it. I kind of feel like when it hit these levels I'm doing right now, the creators just ran out of ideas for levels and said, you know what, we'll just do... So, there's only, this. This is literally gonna be like, okay guys, this was it. This was the level. You weren't expecting much, weren't you? So before we begin this level, we're gonna go stop by and get the red bricks. While I'm also at getting the red bricks, I'm gonna buy the gold bricks while I'm there, because I'll be doing the stuff down the road very quick after. Yeah. Well, we'll stop by another place while we're also down the road. We're gonna also get the rest of the red spells plus, because we don't actually make any more potions at this point, except for 2, 3, 4. There's probably one down in Diagon Alley, so that's. I know there was only 12. I'll be only tagging here just to get the rest of the red bricks when I get the last 2. Oh, I didn't bought that one. Let me go back in and buy that. I guess it's to be safe and that's it. So yeah, we're gonna hurry to buy all this run spells very quick because it's gonna just be a minute. Because carriers will be last. So, the last level wasn't that one. So, just, we are only doing one new area of Black Lake. And there's going to be a small mini room on our way upstairs. If I moved, alright, I just went. I just had something very good. I like how they have the ability wide. Like, I do like these Jogi spells, but they like. Well, you only get 2 of the red. That would fill your red category. The red category was like one of the worst categories because they were just only plain spells. Not used to help solve any puzzles. Yep, we're at the last 2. So the most expensive spell is actually the only good Joker spell is that bright one. That goes to your magic. Surprisingly enough, that your Joki spells actually get added to your magic part. So you still do the magic, but you have Joki spells also with the magic. But so okay, we're gonna do the level. Outside again. Yep. So yeah, this level, the Black Lake might not even be that long. Because I just have to go for the first part of the Black Lake and then just end. Like, I don't have to go to the end in the last level. yeah, I found it retarded for us to have to do this level because the last thing we have to go back for is just literally make it at the bottom level. It is fly over to Hermione butt, and that's alright. I think you can go back. Oh, that's cool. So it's just one scene. I didn't actually do that. I thought once you're down here, you have to actually restart the whole thing. That's cool. Right here. Nope, not with that. Over here. Yeah, I'm trying to. So 6, and there's 4 in the basement, so that's 10. Then 8. Yeah, we're at it. So we're going to continue. Is it? Yeah, we have it. So it's yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to go over the time I want it to be done, but alright. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually not going to go free play the Black Lake yet until we finish the main story because we're going to be already at the foot stair step, I think. No, I'm going to hurry up and free play the Black Lake, then come back to just to finish up what we need to. The only reason I never actually open up the Black Lake area or whatever. What was I said the name of the location right? Oh, it's called the lake, but what was called what I just said. There should be a student to stay here, if not. S2 are. Before I head over there, yeah, no, there's still. And the last, yeah, because it would be the last dinner, because I know there's one in his office. It's near his office. Oh yeah. Yeah, before I do that. It's only small stuff we have to do. Another thing is we do actually have to get rid of the. Nope. Oh yeah, no, we have to get rid of the mole. That's what I was gonna say. Well, we're just going to do this race. I think I remembered that was true in the movie, that they give Harry something to turn his feet into fins. I think that is true. Something. I like how they have this as a location when it was no need to. So, this is it. We're on the next level.
And then after that, we are actually going to be on the final level. By the way, the final level is called The Dark Lord Returns. You would think it would be called Maze Tax. Like, no, they didn't name this one Maze Tax, and the other one no. Okay, so I might just say this word now because it's going to be that same. He's not the actual real I do movie. You're going to come and learn now why. That's it. That's basically it. Yep, I knew the level's called the Black Lake. So, you actually have to get for the first part of the level. Just to get to the... There's our carrier. So, there's like two parts to this level. It actually shows the yellow one here, but the yellow one is actually not here. It's actually much later in the level. Okay? However, we do actually have to go back over here, because that's actually something interesting. The stone is actually right there. So, of course. I feel like I only hated this level was because of this. Like, constant use of going underwater. Staying underwater or something. There's our skin. You cannot. I think you can Rex it. Yeah, you can Rex it to student in the last level though too. So it would lead the one that's at Dumbledore's office or near it, because there is still one more student in the school. Right beside him is the carrier. Blue. You can finish the blue mini. The Ravenclaw Housecrest here. This is the last one. However, you do actually have to do what I just did on story. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to make a part probably. I'll wait and see. I think I do not. This is why you have to get over here. This is X. So this part is like very quick to get done. This is pretty interesting that this is actually not the last one you can get done in story. The only reason I flip my character right now, ability right now, is because this will happen. For to get this mini kit, or housecrafts, any way you want to call it, you only have to do is all the areas that he lit it dark. You have to just go for a very quick like this. And just light it up. Like that. That was it. So then we get to the final part of the level, and then from the final part, I'm just gonna hurry up through that. We have one side room, and that one side room, we'll leave that, and then do a bonus level. Like, I kinda hate that they actually leave the level as like this theme. So we want to get here. So this is all the characters. So that's one. Like, we really are not going to be long in this level. Either the last level. And I just have a small thing to finish up at the school area after as well. So I'm also going to do that very quick. Because I was supposed to do the other one, but the good news is you do not have to fail the minikit. Here, the only requirement you cannot do to fail this minikit is you cannot do one thing. You cannot shoot the circle thing after on all three, and then you can fail it. And that's so funny. That is only the thing you're coming back for in the Black Light. This is on the level. That's it. So yeah. Also doing the there's only 3 more Goldbergs around the school, plus that student, plus the one I'm working on. Also, yeah, I actually have them all. I was like debating if it was like, if not, the last one is in Diagon Alley or whatever. So I returned back here just to hurry up and do the Black Lake. Because the last thing we're going to actually complete in the list is the Dumbledore's office, because that's it. Like, there's going to be one small side room out there that's score 6. We're going to actually wait until you know what. So, to do this level on Freeplay, it's simply, you just have to get back to the point we were at earlier.
The good news is you don't actually have to go for the crab section unless you forgot those mini kits, and then you're gonna feel bad for yourself. That's why I suggest doing the when you get to this point, just get over that point earlier. Just get it done. Just because. This is the last thing you have to do, basically, in the level. I find this ridiculous. They need to stop shoving me. Because they already did me a favor. Come over here. Because you can't did that correct because it was, of course, the evil. Yeah, we'll have time. I'll get it done. I'll make it. That was it. That was the Black Lake. So yeah, because the last level has 4, so that's 81. And then it's whatever gold bricks there. Hogwarts. That would be a total of 5. Plus the missing citizen. So that would be actually 4. Yeah, because or in Diagon Alley. I think there's one in Diagon Alley. So I'm not gonna bet my chances that there was. I think there is one. I might check out where it. I knew we were going the right way, but we have a gold brick that's in the room we're going to anyways. Plus this gold brick that's still out here. I feel like that's gonna be the most annoying point where I spawn and I have to like seriously walk back here. So before I also the characters, yeah, I'm good on characters. Because there's like 3 in Diagon Alley. I'm gonna have a missing 1. Yeah, there's the citizen gold brick right there. Okay, student. Before I go to this room. Okay, yeah, I'll go to the room now. This room now. But first, that's how you finish this. I know the gold brick is still going to be there when I get there, so no problem. But before I save the citizen, I'm going to make sure student and get the gold brick. Okay. This room is just crazy. So that's how you get the red brick. The last one's there. My dog is crazy. I knew score 6 was here. Because I think it was invincibility. That's how you got the gold brick out.
So we got the last two. Yeah, it would be like the last one. So yeah, the last one's in Diagon Alley. Now I have to actually backtrack to. It won't be in one of the manholes. I'll get the character here later. Second. So actually, I'll hurry up and do it. That was it. This is actually the last student, if I'm right, with my math. Yes, because the last one's in the level. Because when you do a new thing where 24 students are in levels, then okay, we're finally on the last level. I will have to reclimb these staircases just to visit his office to get the rest. It's kind of annoying that I have to like do the sword thing. I don't remember if she does. It's like it was weird. So after you do the flower like that. This gets finished in the base. Yeah, I might not need to. We'll see. Okay, that makes it for the base part easily. For this next part of the level, you can. I guess they miscolored this one. It's supposed to not be. No, actually, it was. I think I remember this level actually had screw up with tracking, so that if it's not there, that means it's something that's not in story, but I think I remember this level had like weird tracking. Yeah, it was weird tracking. There's at least one more I have to do. But again, I can get on story. That's all the students in the game. Right there. We're almost here. then yeah, that was it. So, there's only one more mini kit, or Mouse Crest, and this is actually the ending of the level after this last set. We're in the final set. So they both touch and they both teleport. I think the whole idea wasn't supposed to be touching it. I don't remember if he did that. He actually never took Harry's glasses. And then we meet the big baddies of that they never change. For the only thing you have to do for the mini kit is hurry up and do this. Because that's it. And then of course you're gonna hit the I like how I have all this stats here, but it's like I say it's uncollectible because well, Harry's not that strong at this point. And this is down the level. And it sucks for, you know, him. He's not actually in the next game. Oh, it's a joke. Well, he dies. What happens in the movie? Harry keeps repeating, he's back, and then Baltimore is back. He kept repeating that. So, another fun fact, because he's not the real idea movie. He was actually about to get his disguise blowing, because that's what he's going through, but he doesn't have enough polyjuice. Okay, and by the way, it does look like he's small, but the chest is actually really big. That's the last thing I want to explain about the movie, because that's how the movie ends. Basically, on a dark note, that the Dark Lord, of course, Baltimore has returned. Oh, you watched that? I just want to do my psychology checks. Oh, that's something else. Right there, I think, right? No. Okay, I thought it was a different deal. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to get done after this. Like at least the level I have to do for free play is not long. Like I'm hoping that the rest of the characters that I need to get, except for so there's one in this level. Hopefully the rest is in his office, in that almost. Because there's like 3 or 4 characters down Diagon Alley. Because the 5th one comes from the bonus level.
Madman is, of course, you saw him himself, Baltimore. Alright. Free play for this level is actually not very long. So we'll actually... We'll just make it, like, wrap up very quickly. So I can get to his office and hurry up and get done with the bonus room, plus do the side things, and then it's just here finishing up. Yeah, I have other stuff that I have to do, like... So, we are almost there. So you actually just break that, do this, grab that, get this up. This is it. Congratulations, you have completed every level on free play. If you were up today. So, there's actually 2 more gold bricks in the open world. I think there's one in Diagon Alley. If not, we're gonna just have to go back to previous rooms that I know. It's mainly the classrooms, because I didn't actually have gold brick detector at the time. But, I actually don't, because I actually broke open this row of metal. The only reason I waited was because I want to wait here. So there's actually this 24 symbol. This is weird. Like, wait, what is this 24 symbol? The 24 out of the gold bricks. That was prisoner of Max to me. So now, these 24 gold bricks actually are the total amount of gold bricks you got from every level in that story. So so each level gives you 4 bricks, so you got 24. So if you took the 48, 48, it will lead to 96. So in total, you got 100 from the story, technically, because you have this room. Okay, before I go down there, we finally have to return to Hogwarts just to get the characters, and then we have bonuses. Then after we finish every bonus, I'm going to just do the builder tutorial very quick. We're not going to like show off builds in that. So, well, what makes Goblin of Fire kind of dark is that knowing that Baltimore had returned. And by the way, as a fun fact, Guided Studs is actually one of the most useless red bricks at this point if you didn't actually use it during the story, like walk. Because if they actually had an open map feature, Guided Studs wouldn't be useless if you didn't have all the studs you need already. As a fun fact thing, I liked how Guided Studs were like 1,000. Before I head up here, I just came to realize I forgot to stop by a potion thing. So I'll just do it very quick. We are done in these rooms. To grab 2. Actually, I just need 1 because one of them requires a strength potion, but I just go to grab 2 characters. I need Tom because there's some dark thing. This I need to do the dark magic and thing. So I could just skip one of the things in the room. Like, in total, I believe after the office, we only have like 30 minutes of one thing and then down Diagon Alley for the other. But we'll wait and see. It could be more. It's so weird that I wanted to say this. You know what makes the next game interesting? They actually kind of ruined this concept, but at the same time fixed it, so that every pathway you go, except for this particular case right here, there's actually a staircase that leads you. There's already staircases. This one is the only one that goes up and down in year 5 to 7, because every platform on every side has a staircase. You have to do that to be able to get into where the last of the stuff is. What you have to do for this is, this is for the red brick. How about that would give me the red brick? Well, I was wrong. Yeah, we're gonna have to see down the valley. If it's not true, then we have to go back, but that's okay. So this should be invincibility. I'm gonna hurry up and buy invincibility on my way. I say invincibility is like one of the, I have to say worst. Oh, you do have to make the potion. Okay. I'm just learning. So, I think in this game there's no second edition, but there is a second edition of Dumbledore. After you do this is actually what happens.
Unlimited time.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be done in no time. Like, no big deal. Need globe experiment. Yep, another version of that. I think I remember both editions are in the same room again, but in the next game. So we're actually returning because this is it. This was it. From all, this is it. This was it. Background, and this was it. We're gonna be done in a sec. So, yeah, the last 4 characters are in Diagon Alley. Now I have to go back through what classroom and figure out which character I forgot. But we're good. So I'm coming in here just to. By the way, before I go down straight away after Diagon Alley, I do need to grab a Dark Lord or a Tom Riddle, one of those two. Because the last part is just going to be spamming the A button. Like, oops, I didn't meant to go down here already. Yep, the last gold brick is down this way. Nice. So you actually had to get a certain amount of gold bricks, so it's going to be like one of those lock things from like a Star is free or whatever. Like, you had to have a certain amount of gold bricks before you could access this building. There's 10 levels of these in total. I'm going to be doing all of them, and then I'm going to hurry up and do like the builder mode bonus thing, and then we are going to finish up. So some of them are like quick and simple. Like this one is quick and simple. Like they don't turn off extras. So originally this one you were supposed to play kind of early. this was pretty cool idea, like the sandbox world they had, but this was actually the original idea how to get the rest of the gold bricks, where you were supposed to go play these bonus levels. We'll be doing the building bonus level or whatever tutorial in all 4. But you know what really sucks though? Like, they don't actually make you have a flat template. You actually take the template of the where level 1 was, or level 2 was. Yeah, okay. After this, I had like something new off my ass. That's funny. There's really not much you have to do for this. So that's the backwards way. I like how they give you Scrabble still, even though it's like the truth is like, yeah, man. As a fun fact, if your friend refused to like you can do this one with the rat, like press bow. But why I say the builder mode idea failed for this game is because this is it. The courtyard, this type of theme in courtyard was your only building area. Like how later in the Unknown 2 you had like these different, like only 2 different themes, but you have the story that you like can use the stuff from. Like I like how they do like a save system. Yeah. So the bonus levels are ranged between like when you do them 3 to 4 minutes. You need to wait until 110, but I would suggest waiting until a certain point. However, a rule they did in bonus level style was they actually turned off players for having the exact, not the Jokester spell, but the Abra. Is that there? Because like bonus levels like this, if we had that move, I would have been able to grab that piece up there without a problem. That's what they do. And I say the bonus level for this, the real bonus level, like, you know, the super bonus or whatever, is alright. So the super bonus is actually supposed to tell what happened first, like before the story ever began. Once you did this, it was like, I forgot they never actually made the platform stable. I really thought they did. Because that way the platform was stable. So you can go around and grab the purples. Because, by the way, as a fun fact, the studs from the bonus level actually will actually be added. Oh yeah, they also have this theme, but I say this game had like lesser theme areas comparing to Lego Indiana Jones 2. Like their theme areas. I feel like why this mode like not that failed or something like that almost. It was like, because it's mainly because of endgame stuff, like, okay, it's endgame stuff like that. Like, I think around my Yep, this was my fostering bonus. You didn't need a strength character. Because if there was more of a way. Okay, that's why I would turn the switch. Yeah, it's like I think what I don't like about this bonus, like bonuses like this for example, is it's not because it's time consuming, because I think they could have done more. Because before I head down to Diagon Alley, I do not need a strength character. I just only need a dark character, a dark magic character. So I like realized out that, but that was it.
However, there's actually a difference between you do actually have to visit Diagon Alley kind of early inside of Lego Year 5 and 7. So yeah, there's only 5 more bonuses, and I'm doing the builder tutorials. And the builder tutorials is only going to be like 5 minutes. So this one you have to do it with a Ravenclaw. Get a Ravenclaw. Actually, I should have did was bought a character while I was at the store instead, just to make this easier. Like, no, like, headphones or whatever. there are certain ones that I can cheat. So that's good to know. Because I feel like they should have had like an increased distance. So that's only 5 more bonuses. Then we're making a trip to Diagon Alley. So number 10 is probably the quickest one because the quickest. Because the first quickest was the first one because we already had all the score multipliers. Except for 6 on, like. I found this kind of stupid that they put like flinch in this one, even though it would have been quicker if they didn't. There we go, we saved some time on that. You were technically supposed to cross the platform and then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I always keep trying to, yeah, I don't have enough time to get it done before 4-ish. 4. I might have to go 4 or 5. Because that's 6, so we only have 4 more. And then I'm doing the builder tutorial very good. Like, the building tutorial is very quick for each, so it's like 5 minutes, and then I would say the game's stuff, and then the bonus level is not long.
Start off the list part. See, that would have been very not like at least they were very smart to not do that. How about the Pirates game next? I have to wait, and then we'll jump. At least the nice part about this level is, I would say is, it's a well-balanced level because, there's no way the second player can jump out, like, smash to jump out. So now, I really felt like they should have brought builder modes, like you had to buy items buy items. Well, whatever, I got it. So there's 3 more gold bricks. I say level 10's one is easy to cheat because the only reason is because there is barely nothing you have to do. I'm just gonna hurry up and build the rest so I can just flip to grip hook. So you do not want to do this room until you have 60 gold bricks. But then I want you to wait on this room until you have like 60 gold bricks and all the available characters that you need to be able to do a room slitter and that. So you're kind of forced to wait in our case. Like, this is why I mentioned that you had to wait. Because first of all, you can't jump up like that. So you're kind of forced to do this. I like how they have that in the game. I think it's more over like I like how you still have to get past the level
as normally though. At least the last of the bonuses are like normal, decent levels. That was a thing. I think they ended up fixing it. I really do need to see about 5 to 7. Originally, Baltimore actually never had the Spectrum Metrodome. Well, in the first game he did, this game, but he doesn't. Guess we're waiting a second. Yes! It's only 2 more. Rex, yeah, I'm gonna like probably on 4, but like 4:05 or whatever. So yeah, we're kind of forced to make this thing. However, we're not actually in the next level. The next level, they were expecting you to have all the students that you need, like we do, because of course you needed to do Ravenclaw, you get the idea. Even though I agree with like one thing's like even though talking about it like Lego Harry Potter and stuff, I wish they had Ron in Lego Dimensions, but they don't. That sucks, but they have like Arthur and the Weasley's house, but you don't get Ron in that.
it defines the point of it being Lego Dimensions or Pod or World, all that. So, what really... I actually did not like this thing at all. Potion thing. They got rid of this potion because, of course, this was created for Goblets of Fire. So, that story. So, they had to get rid of the... Like, you move as slow. Is that actually aging too fast? So, yeah. So we're on the final level before I'm doing the builder thing. Yep. See, this is where I'm doing at what time it is and that. Yeah, this is the last one, then do that. Yeah, I am definitely gonna be done. I have something that I have to do all of the... Yeah, right. It's gonna be long. So, to begin this one off, they actually, don't double jump like I did. I think I actually have that back there just in case. A for starts and B, someone just ends up getting out of the map. Here we go. So. I like how that Amber ability does return in the next game, but I really say it ruined the point in having it in this game because clear there wasn't things we had to go one for, like one across. See, at least I have it set into the limit areas. So the thing is though, where is the apple again? I don't wanna. Is the apple in the previous? No. Okay, there it is. You know, if this gets annoying to you, what you can do at least is, because your partner just doesn't understand, because he's standing at the starting block. You can do what I do. And then, because the certain paint actually represents the room in that. So because to get the last one, we actually need to be aged. But see, that's the mistake they did. They should have restricted the characters to be only ones that can do access rooms, not people that are old enough to do it. So I'm gonna hurry up and do the builder tutorials. And then we're finally gonna get to the bonus level and do the bonus level. And then we're gonna finish up by buying everything. It's surprising that they actually had the builder from Indiana Jones too. A little reskin inside Harry Potter. Sadly, with these builder levels, you cannot replay the tutorial of the builder levels after they're done. So I'm actually just showing up the, because the last thing we actually have to do is just, so you unlock build a level at that point. When you do build a level, they take the template from the bonus level and you just go from wherever your bonus level was. It's kind of nice though that even though they never had him in like No Dimensions run, they had like Hermione as the last one, but at least Harry Potter in Baltimore, but Buck Beacon at least. That's what I liked, at least. I think the world did a good job, but it did suck up that they couldn't leave like the Basilisk body or something to have a puzzle, but they made a portal puzzle surprisingly in the Chamber of Secrets part. Inside the Chamber of Secrets, so this is not percent, but I'm just gonna do it because I like counting as percent. Like you have to just do the tutorials. There's nothing you have to buy in them. Kind of not actually used to the controls yet, but of the builder mode. it's like I wasn't planning to have a part 3 created, but what the heck? You know, things happen, so you end up getting that, but so yeah. It's like if I was gonna talk about more stuff like probably one of the things that I don't like when I do start my games off the okay, well it makes it easier doing it off the Xbox, but like I don't have a mic for it or anything and that's probably why, because I don't get to conversate and explain what I'm doing, or if I had to go use restroom and all, but this is it. This was the other tutorials. At least the rockets were the same. At least some props were the same from the Neon Gems too. But we are about to finish. Finally with the bonus level and the rest of the characters. I say bonus level because before you can get the rest of the characters, you must complete the bonus level. I'm hoping I don't even have to go back to Hogwarts just to grab one character. Because from all the characters, there has to be exactly 4 there. If not, I have to go back to Hogwarts very quick. Like, so then I was doing so good, so it would be one of those 6 classrooms that I have to go get them in. If I did forgot, but I might have not forgot, so we are good. So to start off our character collection, we can at least get for the free out here. And the Goldberg has to be inside then. Well, that kind of makes me mad. Yep. Before I do the bonus level here, I have to go back into Hogwarts just for one character. Are you kidding me? So I know where to look. It's one of those classrooms. So I'm going to hurry up and do that. Go into Hogwarts. And go into one of those classrooms. To figure out which one character I forgot. Then I can just quit from there. Comparing to, and then I will go back down Diagon Alley just to finish, okay? So the most annoying part is me going down the stairs. Because I'm gonna hopefully be done. Not by 4, but somewhere in 4 so I can just buy the characters. I'm shocked that I missed some. And by the way, because of stuff, so there's 6, like, you want 6. Because it wasn't the mess hall or bathroom because I was already there. So it can't be that side classroom. It also can be the coffee room. That room. I'm actually going to start with, or that room. I'm actually going to go in here. It's going to actually put an arrow if I forgot one in this room. Of the side revolver? No, okay. If I don't find it in the classroom, I'm gonna hurry up and check the levels very quick. See if I didn't accidentally forget one in a level, like, but actually I didn't because I got tokens. Yeah, I'm gonna check the teacup room. So it's not here. If not, it's actually that pit. Like, I think. It's because I had character token detector when I had that. It's not because you get 2 carries from the bonus, you do get only 1. Actually, I think I know what happened. I accidentally forgot another character in this room. Not realizing, forgetting that I'm telling myself in the head that hey, I forgot one. Yep, I knew I forgot one in this room. Oh, it's the cobwebs. I know some people might be just yelling at me like, oh, come on, you forgot the cobwebs. There we go. I feel bad at myself, like, I forgot the cobwebs. Like, come on, I had to hit all 3 cobwebs. Good news is, the room you're in, when you got the item collected and you leave without saving, they actually keep you in that room. So, I was hoping to end up there, but I should have realized that I forgot one in that room. What time is it right now? Yeah, I still have time. So never mind. I'm only thinking of the 5 to 7 that you had to go down Nocturne Alley for that stuff. And then once you get all 200, you can build this thing. This is the bonus level for the final character. Okay, so this is supposed to predate before the first movie begins. Of course, you unlock Baltimore, and all we gotta do is to finish the bonus level, and then we have Baltimore, so. It actually explains the scar in the mark in his head. Like, it's actually a horse crest, so technically Harry had 2 lives, not 1, but I like how it's destruction of it, but it adds like Baltimore and a Death Eater. This is what I find weird. That they went with a Death Eater. I think this is like one of the most annoying things I had to do in the game. But at least this is at least the end of Harry Potter Year 1 to 4. Like, you know what's so weird? Like, the one time I played 5 to 7, I actually never... I wasn't actually the one who completed my save. It's like, say, Creeper actually did, because something was like, I think I had an appointment or something that day, so he volunteered to complete my save, so, again. It was a weird thing, but, that's what I did play the game before, like, not by Zombie Creeper, like, I would actually say that Lego games are fun, like I say in the cover, like, that's the best thing to learn, but I say most of the Lego games come fun when you play with a sibling or somebody, like a friend. So, this will continue what's supposed to happen. So, it's the same, there's actually going to be that goes back to this moment because, who actually found them dead? Lily Potter and James. Hey, man. I know this bonus level is going to take me a minute. How long is it? Okay, so... almost done. They actually did the bonus level idea again, I know that, but they made it like they're, like, not like this big. actually ends the level. He actually wanted to just kill the whole Potter family, and then there was some more, but he's actually the most evil Dark Lord. See, that's the Potter's death, and that. Because there was a spell on him to protect him as a child, that's why the Horse Cross mark, and that's how Voldemort died. He actually killed. You could technically say he did that because the thing deflected. So technically, he just outed himself. Technically, but technically, the technical terms was thanks to the spell or whatever. It actually backfired on him. So that was it. That was the bonus level. So for the final thing is to buy every character. You need to make sure you have like 18,000 because Baltimore's very expensive. No joke. They actually changed this and that. Like, I don't remember if character money does return. So just, like, you can probably kind of down, like, Harry Potter, what is your favorite movie? Other than that, then, yeah, basically this was Harry Potter, year 1 to 4. I do remember 5 to 7 came out after Lego Star Wars 3, so that would be not my next game, Lego Star Wars 3, because I already admit my next game is Harry Potter year 5 to 7. But other than that, then, it's like, you also had to click the bonus to make sure you did get Lord Voldemort. Other than that, then, if you took a look at our, if I pause, we are at 100%. So this is all for this time. If you enjoyed the video, liked it and stuff. Our next time we're going to be covering year 5 to 7. That will be next week. I don't know it's guaranteed. I had it planned like this one kind of, but other than that, then see ya.